Trump endorsed Carney for the governor of Canada. But the question is why? Welcome back to Canada Wide. Like, share, and comment. Let's see what's so scary about Carney meeting Trump and why Trump likes Carney. Let's have a listen.
One of the nastiest countries to deal with is Canada. The people that, now this was Trudeau, the people that good old Justin, his people were nasty.
Hey there. Trump is talking about me, Christia. I'm the one who froze Canadians' bank accounts over the mandates and helped steer Canada straight into the ground. I just resigned 100 days ago after blowing past the country's $40 billion budget limit by 50%, but I made my exit before anyone could criticize me. Then I ran for Liberal leadership, got a whopping 5% of the vote, and, lucky me, Prime Minister Carney saw my potential and rehired me.
And they weren't telling the truth. And I like Canada. I love Canada. I love Wayne
now
Gretzky.
the Liberal guys,
I love his wife.
The Liberal Party is going to win now in the next election, most likely. And they were down and out. Isn't that going to make them more hostile to us and possibly
I'd rather deal with a Liberal than a
for
Conservative.
China, closer to Canada, and that would really put us in a bind.
The Conservative that's running is stupidly no friend of mine. I don't know him, but he said negative things. So when he says negative things, I couldn't care less.
Hey. Trump is talking about me now. Pierre, the conservative leader in Canada. Of course, he hates me because once I make Canada financially strong, fix crime, build homes, unleash our full energy potential, and bring back common sense, the country won't be financially weak anymore. I'll finally clean up the financial mess the Liberals left behind, making sure Canada is no longer an easy target. Later.
I think it's easier to deal, actually, with a Liberal.
Good day, mate. Trump is talking about me now. Mark, the elite from Europe and the financial advisor for the Liberals over the past 5 years. I believe Western society is morally rotten and fully support the Great Reset. You know, the whole "you will own nothing and be happy" idea. My inspirations? Marx, Engels and Lenin. Still don't recognize me? I'm Canada's new Prime Minister after we conveniently removed 240,000 votes from the Liberal ballot, securing my landslide victory with 85% support. Trump loves me for my role in financially running Canada into the ground. Now let me show you some of the work I'm involved in to help destroy Canada. GDP per capita in Canadian provinces is the lowest in North America. That's exactly where I want it to be, as I discussed in my book Values. It's easy to financially take over Canada, which is why Trump would rather I continue leading Canada into decline. Exactly what he needs. Here's another chart I contributed to with my financial advice to the Liberal government over the last 5 years. It shows the per capita economic growth lagging over the past decade. Take a look at where Canada stands after 10 years. Rock bottom. With my guidance, the Liberals helped put us here. Another solid reason for Trump to endorse me. We're such an easy target for takeover, and my team and I are bringing in disgruntled Liberals to come back and continue it.
Couldn't care less. I think it's easier to deal, actually, with a Liberal. And maybe they're going to win, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me at all.
So your end game is what with them?
My end game is I don't want to have a big deficit.
That's why I'm so scared to meet with Trump, because it might reveal my true intentions of helping him take over Canada. That's also why I went back home to England to meet the King. That's him right there in 1992, when he created the World Economic Forum with Klaus. Did you know that my Brookfield assets helped build an energy pipeline outside of Canada, when I knew the Liberals wouldn't allow the world to use Canadian energy? What a great financial plan for my personal wealth. I can't wait to have lunch with my old buddies to help my fortune continue to grow at the expense of Canadian taxpayers.
There you have it, right from Trump. It's so much easier for a Liberal to continue the destruction, the financial destruction of Canada and decay of our society, because it's going to be so much easier to take it over financially. And you can say buy Canadian and all this, but there's nothing. Even Hudson Bay, they bought everything from China and America. They made some stuff in Canada. This is such an interconnected world that they should have tried to do this not only 10 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, but remember the world, the global world of buying things that all came about, and all manufacturing just stopped in Canada. And this is what we're ending up with now. And it's not a good place to be. All our food too. I mean, we even have China putting tariffs on Canada, and no one's even talking about that. Carney won't even go and deal with that. He doesn't want to have a confrontation. He doesn't want to be a Zelensky sitting there with Trump in a fireplace and Trump telling the truth, and Carney doesn't look good. That's really what it is. He's too scared. He can go to England and talk to his King of England and Macron and pretend it's a big deal, but every country in the world is jealous of Canada being the border of America and the market that we have access to, and that we don't take advantage of it. And I almost think that Liberals, Trudeau and Freeland and everyone, they thought that the Democrats would stay in power in America for the next 100 years or something. They never occurred to them that maybe Kamala Harris is not going to be elected and Hillary Clinton's not going to get elected. That was the whole plan, to bring in their friends and just continue it. And Trump is really going crazy with all these actions so fast too, and I'm not a fan of that. But to say with Trump, when there was a choice between Camilla and Trump, it was an easy choice. Between Biden and Trump, it was an easy choice as well. Just like saying Doug Ford, look at his competition in Ontario. Doug Ford and Bonnie Crombie, or I don't know. I don't even know who the NDP is. Not Hudak anymore. I don't know who it is. But they're such poor leaders, anyways. The choices are so sucky that you can say Doug Ford is the best option, but he still sucks the bag. And even the New Blue Party, for example, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. It has to be someone famous coming in. Like an Arnold Schwarzenegger coming to California and doing it. Has to be someone in Ontario that's famous that does it. Give Jim Carrey or like that BlackBerry CEO. Maybe he could have ran to take over the Liberal. But then you have Ruby coming in, and I thought she was amazing in the Liberal Party, federal, and the Liberals just kicked her out because she didn't align with what the values of the World Economic Forum and the values they've been pushing for the last 10 years. So they just kicked her out. So it really doesn't matter anyways. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Best of goodbyes. See you in the next video.